The righteous criticize others with caution and only after examining their own lives. Welcome to section 6 of chapter 8 of Surah of the Quran, which is Surah Al-An'am, the surah concerned with war spoils. That's war itself and then war spoils. It begins with Psalm 45, ayah 45, verse 45. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. إذا لكمتم إذا لكيتم فئة إذا لكيتم فئة إذا لكيتم فئة فاثبتوا. O ye who believe, when you meet a force, be firm. فاثبتوا, be firm. واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. O ye who believe, when you meet a force, be firm and call God in remembrance, that ye may prosper. And call God in remembrance much, not often. Much is in brackets. The commentators say it's not often or much, and call God in remembrance much. Into brackets, not often, much, that ye may prosper. Allakum tuflihun, that you may prosper. We go to 46. وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ وَلَا تَنَازَعُوا فَتَفْشَلُوا. And obey God and His messenger and fall into no disputes. لَا تَنَازَعُوا فَتَفْشَلُوا. وَتَذْهَبَ رِيحُكُمْ. And obey God and His messenger and fall into no disputes, lest ye lose heart and your power depart. وَأَذْهَبَ رِيحُكُمْ. And your power depart. وَأَصْبِرُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. And be patient. أَصْبِرُوا. And be patient. إِصْبِرُوا. And be patient. إِصْبِرُوا. إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. And be patient and persevering. That's sabr. Be patient and persevere. وَأَصْبِرُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. For God is with those who patiently persevere. Let's go to the commentary for that. 1215. A fine description of the Muslim virtues which make for success and whose loss brings about humiliation and failure. Then into double inverted commas, power 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 is being explained here. Literally, wind, the favorable wind for a sailing ship. So power here means wind, the favorable wind for a sailing ship. There is another commentary after that for verse 46. No commentary. That's the only commentary for verse 46. Let's go to verse 47. ولا تكونوا كالذين خرجوا من ديارهم بطرا I'm sorry. ولا تكونوا كالذين خرجوا من ديارهم بطرا and be not like those who started from their homes من ديارهم insolently to be seen of man. من ديارهم بطرا to be seen of man. To be seen of men. ورياء الناس to be seen of man. ورياء الناس to be seen of man. ويصدون عن سبيل الله. ويصدون عن سبيل الله, prevent people from the way of God. From the path, hinder people from the path of God. Hinder people from the path of God. ويصدون عن سبيل الله, and hinder people from the path of God. والله بما يعملون محيط. والله بما يعلمون محيط. I'm sorry. والله بما يعلمون محيط. For God compasseth all that you do. Anything you do is around, up, down, side, east, west, all around you, and compasseth all that you do. And the commentary of it is following. 1216. The commentary now. The commentary now. A true description of the Maccan army which met its doom. A true description of the Maccan army which met its doom. Pardon me, viewers, for the noise at the background. One has to be patient. Let's go to 48. وإذ زينا لهم الشيطان. وإذ زينا لهم الشيطان أعمالهم. زين لهم الشيطان أعمالهم وقال لا غالب لكم اليوم من الناس وإني جار لكم. Let me take it again. وإذ زينا لهم الشيطان وأعمالهم وقال لا غالب لكم اليوم من الناس وإني جار لكم. Remember, Satan made their sinful acts. Satan made their acts, the sinful is in brackets, and Satan made their acts sinful, that's simple acts, seem alluring to them, and said, Zena, alluring, I made them Zena, mm, alluring, mm, uh, and said to them, no one among men can overcome you this day. No one among men can overcome you this day. La galiba lakum al-yoma minan nas. That's Satan talking to the Maccan people. Mm? And not just that, even war of today, Satan can tell the wrong enemy, the enemy that are less connected with God, you cannot be defeated. So that's the deceit of Satan. Ma galiba lakum al-yoma minan nas. Wa inni jarun lakum. Can overcome you this day while I am near to you. Yes. So Satan says, while I am near to you, no man can conquer you. So, viewers, let's take note of this. When there is always a fight, there is the righteous on one side and the less righteous on the other hand. And Satan whispers into the ears of the unrighteous, no man can conquer you while I am near you. And God tells the believers, persevere, be patient with perseverance. So two positions or two viewpoints, or if you like, two messages. The one from God asking for patience and perseverance, and the one from Satan telling the people to push on, telling his followers to push on. Nobody can conquer you while I am near you. Okay, well, I'm near you. Wa inni jarun lakum, while I am near you. فلما ترى الفئتان تكس على Akibatin. But when the two forces came in sight, I'm looking for فلما ترى الفتآن, when the two forces came in sight, when the two forces came in sight of each other, Kitari, nakasa ala akihi, nakasa ala akihi wakala inni bariyun minkum. Okay, but when the two forces came in sight of each other, he turned on his heels. Nakasa ala akihi. Satan turned on his heels. Nakasa ala akihi wakala, and said, and kala, inni bariyun minkum, and said, lo, I am clear of you. So the same person, the same Satan is near you. Then now he's saying, I am clear of you. I'm near you. Then the next moment, I'm clear of you. Clear, C-L-E-A-R. I'm clear of you. That's the same Satan. God never does that. God just tells them to be patient. God tells his followers to be patient. He said, lo, I am near you. And then he asked, inni ara ma la tara una. Inni ara ma la tarawna, and says, I see what you don't see. You see? It's like Israelis and Samiru. Basittu bima lam yabsuru bihi. Basittu bima lam yabsuru bihi. I saw what you don't see. Satan is saying here, and this verse was echoed by Samiri, who was a follower of Satan. His master Satan now says, I am clear of you. I see what you see not. Ara ma la tarawna, ma la tarawna. Inni ahafu Allah. Inni ahafu Allah. Sorry, inni ahafu Allah. Then he adds, I see what you see not. And then he adds, lo, I fear God. Anni ahafu Allah. Lo, I fear God. Then he adds again, for inni ahafu Allah. Wallahu shadidun ikabin. And God is strict in punishment. Wallahu shadidun ikab. Shadidun ikab. God is strict in punishment. Let's go to the commentary for that. Commentary to that. Where is it? And it's commentary 1217 in my book, in my version of the Quran 1217. I believe viewers have them at home or with them, wherever they are. Okay. It is the way with the leaders of evil. It is the way with the leaders of evil. When they find their cause lost, that they wash their hands of their followers and leave them in the lurch. Or in the lurch. Sorry, pardon me. And leave them in the lurch. Let me repeat that. It is the way with the leaders of evil. When they find their cause lost, that they wash their hands of their followers and leave them in the lurch. They see more clearly than their dupes. They see more clearly than those that they dupe and those that follow them. The leaders of evil see more clearly than those who follow them. Those who follow them don't see what their supposed leaders see. They are not simpletons. They are not simpletons. In other words, they know what they are doing. Those who follow Satan and yet want people to follow them, they see more. They are not simpletons. They are not simple people. They know what they are doing. They know the consequences of the wrath of God. Satan's fear of God is terror combined with hatred, and dash after that. The very opposite of the feeling which is described in taqwa. The very opposite of the feeling which is described in taqwa. Taqwa meaning fear of God, but has many various meanings also. Described in taqwa, namely the desire to avoid doing anything against God's will. That's the fear of God. That taqwa means the desire here, explained by our intelligent, honorable leaders of the past. See here, taqwa means the desire to avoid doing anything against God's will. Such desire being founded on trust in God and the love of God. Yes, it has come in my fear of God. Such desire being founded in trust in God and the fear and the love of God, and of course also the fear of God. It's been a short section. How many verses? Section 6, 45, 46. 45, 46, 47, 48. On the 48 verses, I think we stop here or we pause here. And when we come back, we're going to section 7 to continue. Thank you very much for lending me your time, energy, and also your brains to listen to my episode. Ilalakai. Bye bye. May God be with you when we come back. When we come back, we're going to section 17. Au revoir.